If you're bored with black, I've got just the thing. And pink. While the rest of us were at home with our sourdough starters, a band was forming in New Orleans that would go on to shake up extreme music in a very real way. Brat formed in 2020, proving that metal doesn't have to be all black, blending grindcore, power violence, hardcore, and fun into something unapologetically aggressive and impossible to ignore. With multiple early releases and one full length album already underneath their belt, they've made a serious impact and they're just getting started. Welcome to the Scandalous Podcast, Liz Selfish, lead singer of the band Brat. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Sunday night, we've got another week upon us. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. A little bit of the Sunday scaries, but so it goes, not
There you
ready
go.
for Monday.
Oh yeah, well, we're just gonna hang out and relax, have
Yeah.
fun.
We're
It'll be
just
good.
vibing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, so my favorite thing a woman can be in this world is fierce and powerful. Beautiful doesn't hurt either. You're very beautiful. What
Thank
makes
you.
you feel powerful, though?
Being in Brat definitely makes me feel powerful. It's just like a really fun outlet for me. I love being on stage. I think it like nurtures my inner theater kid somehow. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of fun for me and I'm excited about this journey that I'm on.
I love it. And you said theater kid. Are there any theater productions that you're really partial to?
Um Trying to think. I mean, I wouldn't say I have like one like standout favorite, but I definitely I like musicals, I like theater. I just saw, the second Wicked, so I just stay a little in the loop with that.
Yeah, I didn't see the first Wicked, but I did see the second one.
Oh,
So
really? That's so funny. You just jumped to straight to the second.
I'm always yes to everything is always my thing. So my friends are like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want to go do this?" And I'm like, "Yes to everything, sure. When do you want to
Yeah,
go?"
that's fair. I actually like the first one a little bit better just because I think it was like a little bit more lighthearted, but yeah, they're both good.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's lighthearted. I talked to Gary Holt about Taylor Swift, so I'm talking to you about Wicked.
Hell yeah. What was his take on Taylor Swift? I gotta go listen
S-
now, but
Yeah, actually, so it's so funny. The internet hated me. So it's so interesting. I respect it, but I just don't get down with her music. And I like
yeah.
love female artists like Halsey, that's a pop artist like I
Yeah.
relate with. I just don't relate with like sunshine and puppies and rainbows and
Yeah.
last March. Like what and that shit, I just don't resonate with it. And he was like a total Swiftie. Okay, here's why I asked him.
Uh-huh.
Because oh yeah, I forgot like why I wrote that in. Because hello, the Kardashians shirt
Oh,
that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
known for,
Yeah.
I was like, when are we gonna get a okay,
Taylor Swift
the
one?
something something Swift, because that like
Yeah.
is a natural
Yeah,
extension to
similar
me.
vibe. Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. And he was like, no, I'm a total Swiftie. And I was like, okay, well, that's not what I thought at all. But great.
Wow.
Like, love
Yeah,
that you are.
that's
But
awesome.
everyone in the comment section thought I was just trying to like drag something
Insight.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, insight.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was a natural progression of
Yeah,
the
of the other
Kardashians.
shirt. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
But nope, total Swifty. Got it. There
Damn,
you go.
that rules, honestly. Mad
Yeah.
respect. Hell yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. So you're from Dallas originally, right?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I heard that about you. I'm also from Dallas. So, what clubs did you go to and what bars? Because music was such a thing, MySpace days. What bands were you
Yeah.
into? Where'd you go? Where'd you hang out? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so I, kind of actually missed the MySpace era a little bit because, my parents didn't let me have a MySpace. So, I
Ah.
didn't really get into like the local kind of music scene, like local scene, I guess, until I was maybe like 16 or so in high school. And I kind of started with like metalcore shows, like going to local like metalcore shows at like Eisenberg Skate Park, and The Door was like a big one that I would hang out at. There was this band called like Parables that I would see a bunch. I saw one of like Kubla Khan's first shows in like 2010 or something at The Door. Um, Trying to think what other bands. I think yeah, Power Trip was like starting kind of around that time too. There's a band Wiccans, like really cool punk band that I would go see. And like I guess when I after like high school when I was into a lot of metalcore, I started listening to more hardcore, and there was also just like a really good hardcore scene in Dallas. I'm trying to think of what the bands were at the time. This band, Human Error, In Times, and yeah, Power Trip. I think started around then. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a cool time for music. Lots of great bands have come out of Dallas. I moved to New Orleans at 18, so like got a little bit more ingrained in that kind of community at the time, but would still go back and forth to Dallas like for summers in college. So yeah, really cool bands there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned The Door. So that reminds me of Curtain Club, Reno's, Trees. Those
Trees,
are
yeah.
fun.
We
Yeah.
played Trees actually, which is really cool because I remember seeing Terror there, like, in, I don't know, 2012 or something. And we played Trees this past year, and it was just cool, like full circle kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Big friend. Yeah. Like Scott's like one of my besties. I love him. I
Yeah.
got into hardcore like 5 years ago. And I remember watching Godfathers of Hardcore. So it's super new, but it's just so wild because I saw you play with Madball.
Yeah.
And I remember I was at a Hatebreed show, and I don't really get starstruck, but I remember seeing Godfathers of Hardcore for Agnostic Front,
Yeah.
and I got to the show and I didn't know that they were opening up for Hatebreed. And I was just walking around and I saw Vinny Stigma walk by and I was like, oh my God, there's Vinny Stigma.
Yeah.
And then and I was just like, I thought they were so cute in the documentary. I liked them so much. And then I just really got into hardcore from all that and then just learned about all of it. So, and loved
Yeah.
Terror. And
Hell yeah.
that's really like people who have been in music for a long time. Like, that is really wild that you got to play with Madball.
It's crazy, like, so many bands that I feel like shaped a lot of, like, my music taste from, like, high school or early college, like, we did 2 tours with Cro-Mags, which is, like, crazy to me because like, that was, like, a band that got me into hardcore when I was younger, and, like, yeah, touring with Madball, like, it's so cool to, like, I don't know, meet your heroes, I guess, and, like, get to tour with them, and, like, yeah, it's been awesome. That Madball run was really fun. It was really short, but it was really fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just so impressed by you. Like, you
Thank
started
you.
the band, we'll talk about it later in the podcast too, but like the first release is just like everything I love in metal. It's like perfect guitars, perfect drums. Like, how do they make this perfect metal music? And in
Thank
just a few short years, like, you are representing for us women, touring with some of the biggest, to ever do it. So it's so cool. I love it so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been so much fun. Like I'm just having like the time of my life. So it's still like sometimes doesn't sink in that I get to do this.
I can understand that because it's a lot that you've accomplished in a short amount of time. So
Yeah,
yeah, good.
totally.
Yeah, good for you. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up for you, and when did you find heavy music?
Um, I mean, I had a beautiful childhood. Um, yeah, I found heavy music probably in like 6th grade. I got into classic rock and ended up with a bunch of CDs that I don't know if they were like my dad's or my older sister's, but one was Black Sabbath Paranoid and one was Technical Ecstasy. And I feel like that really like helped shape like my taste for the rest of my life essentially. And I was listening to like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin, and so elementary school, I kind of got into that a little bit early, and then once I got to middle school, I kind of got more into like punk. And I have 2 older sisters, and one of them was like really into punk when she was in high school, and I was in middle school. So like that kind of just dipped my toe into like alt music, I guess, like listening to the Distillers and Operation Ivy and just kind of punk bands. And then I didn't really find metal until high school, I guess, or like the, like, scene, quote, unquote, when I started going to, like, local shows. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible that like Sabbath was like one of your first. Of course.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they're, like, a huge band, so I feel like it's probably a lot of people's first, but I'm like, "Man, really stood the test of time, I guess, with that."
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my first song that I ever heard that like let me know that rock music was out there was Eve Six Hard in a Blender.
That's a
On
banger. Banger.
1021 The Edge,
Hell
Dallas,
yeah.
Dallas, Dallas shout
Do you
out right
remember
there.
do you remember how old you were?
I think I was like in 5th or 6th grade,
Yeah, hell yeah.
and it had all I did was hang out with my cousin every weekend, and she was like a little nerdy. So we went from like one thing to another. So we would, I think like I just listened to the That Thing You Do soundtrack for like 2 years straight. And
Yeah.
then maybe there was like TLC or something. I don't know. But then that's kind of contradictory because in 5th grade, I remember starting to listen to my crush in 5th grade was Jason Clark. And he liked Korn and Limp Bizkit. So I started listening to Korn and Limp Bizkit to
Oh,
impress
yeah.
Jason
There you
Clark,
go.
who's like, I thought he was really cute. So I thought he would like me if I started listening
Yeah.
to those bands.
And then it just stuck, and now all of a sudden, here you are.
Yeah, nothing ever panned out with Jason, but I
Yeah,
have
but
hung out with,
you got
yeah.
some cool taste out of it.
Yeah, I've hung out with Korn and I've hung out with Limp Bizkit, so it worked out.
Yeah, I bet he hasn't done that, so there you
No,
go.
probably
Yeah.
probably just in the
Probably
crowd.
not.
Not like
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Right, right. Hell
That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah. So Butcher Babies really helped me feel like there was a place for me in the metal world, being both glam and heavy. And the heavier it was, it would just make me giggle. And that's what you're doing for girls and women out there, showing them it's possible. So, what women have inspired you in your career, and how did you find your voice originally?
Oh, man, yeah. So, I guess early on, I'm thinking, like, probably Wendy Williams, Plasmatics is, like, one of my earlier influences, and like I said, I kinda got into punk in middle school, so, like, Kathleen Hanna, a lot of, like, just, like, Riot Grrrl kinda stuff was, like, early inspiration. Um, for metal, gosh, I mean, I'm, like, thinking about we just did that Headbangers Boat Cruise, and, Walls of Jericho played, and, like, Candace is just such an insane badass vocalist and, like, front person. Um, and yeah, there's just, like, a lot of bands, like, today too that I think are just so sick and, like, really just making strides in their, like, respective genres that are fronted by women, like Scowl, fucking killer band. Stabbing is another really sick band that's just like I don't know, it's cool because now there's just like so many examples where I feel like you know, it's just kind of evolved over time and now there's a lot more women in metal and punk, which is just so cool because, you know, I feel like when I was first going to shows when I was like 16, it was like kind of few and far between. I never saw like a band fronted by a woman at that time, like, in my, like, local scene, so, yeah, it's cool that there's a lot more of that, a lot more of us now.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the new version of It Was Never a Phase. Because I saw like someone comment on something, and you did the right thing. You made a funny reel out of it, and you were like, oh yeah, go buy my merch. It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
comment of, I can't wait for
Oh,
this whole
yeah.
women in metal phase to be over, and it's like,
Dude,
it was never a phase. We're staying
yeah.
forever.
It's crazy, like, how many comments we get like that because you think that doesn't really, like, exist anymore, but, like, the amount of weird comments saying shit like that, it's like, "Damn, it definitely does." I'm like, "Where are these people, like, hiding under a rock?" I don't know, it's like I guess it's just shit that, like, no one would ever say to you in person, but online, people feel, like, bold and
Yeah.
I'll
I
put it
feel
in the
like
comments section.
I feel like people don't even mean that. They're just saying it to be stupid. Or
Inflammatory, yeah,
yeah,
that's
I feel
definitely
like they're
could be
just
it.
saying it to
Mhm.
say it, and they don't actually like think it.
Yeah. I feel like some people, like, I don't know, kinda, like, secretly harbor that thought, but, yeah, maybe just feel emboldened to, like, let it out online, I don't know.
Weird.
Sickos out there.
That's sick. That's a sick thought, and
Sick thoughts.
I'm not gonna have it. And we're
Yeah.
going on. We're moving on. We're not talking about it anymore.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So let's fast forward to New Orleans, the formation of Brat. How'd you guys get together?
We started the band in I guess we started working on it in 2020, so it was, like, right after COVID hit. Um right before COVID started, it was my fiance Brenner, who's our guitarist. It was his birthday, and we were doing like a karaoke birthday party. And I was doing in A Day to Remember song with a friend of mine, and I like tried to do the low parts, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of cool." Like, and he was like, "Let's start a band." And like because it was COVID, we had a ton of time to work on it, and we were actually kind of sitting on it for a while until it was like safe to play shows again. So we like played our first show in I think July of 2021. Like announced we're a band. We're like, here's our first single. Here's our first show. So we had like a lot of time to like kind of prep and work on the music for those first two EPs.
That's awesome. Okay, I was wondering, by the way, I couldn't tell. I was like, I think they're together. I can't really tell.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they
that's
are. Okay, cool.
my husband in 2 months. So
No
yeah, yeah.
way. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are y'all getting married? Tell me all the things.
In City Park in New Orleans, and then
Aw.
we leave 4 days after our wedding to go to Chicago to record our next album. So that's like unintentionally our honeymoon. We're gonna do a real honeymoon at some point where Dustin and
Aw.
Ian aren't with us, but yeah,
Well, that's cute. Y'all are like the new Cavalieras in metal. You're
yeah,
like the new couple of metal.
hell
I
yeah,
like it. Yeah. There you
hell
go.
yeah,
Well, that's so cute. I love that. Well, I can't wait to see the wedding photos.
yeah. Thanks.
I want to be like the People magazine of metal. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, right. We need the press there. We need lamb goat at the wedding.
right. That's funny. I love it. What's something you wouldn't automatically know about every member in Brat?
Um, Brenner is like, I mean, I guess if you did like some social media digging, but like just if you're just coming to a Brat show, but like I guess you wouldn't know these things. Brenner's like super, super outdoorsy. He loves backpacking. He just got back today from another backpacking trip. His like bachelor trip, he's doing a solo backpacking trip in Arizona. And he also loves rock climbing. He's like super outdoorsy and just like super active. Let's see. Dustin is a really good chef. He's an amazing cook. He's like cooked for us on tour. He like made kind of like a family meal for us the other night when our friend was in town. Let's see what else. He's like a big Lego guy. He has like a Lego passport. So he will like hit up different Lego stores on tour. So like in, Europe, he'll go to like a Lego store in Europe and get his little Lego passport stamped. Let's see. And then Ian, our bass player, he's like currently really obsessed with obnoxious like musical instruments, like just like flutes, wind instruments, weird little drums, and he like just plays them nonstop in the band. But yeah, he's hilarious. I don't know what else about him. He hates Weezer. He loves Indian food. I don't know. Nothing super insane, but yeah.
Nice. There you
Yeah.
go. Well, enough for everyone else to feel like they know a little bit more about you guys.
Yeah,
Just a
just a
little
little
bit.
bit a little behind the scenes info.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Well, I love metal because it feels feral to me. It fills all of my senses. It feels dangerous. Like I can just jump in, let go, and sway because I love that. And that's what your first ever song, Chain Pain, feels like to me. For y'all's first song, I talked about it earlier. Technically, it feels like an established band single on their like third or fourth or fifth album. So, how that was your first song, I have no idea. So can you tell us a little bit about the first song?
Yeah, yeah, and thank you. We actually recorded the first 2 EPs at the same time, so, like, during that COVID phase, and so we picked that song as our first single because we were like we thought it was, the strongest. We liked that song a lot, and, we wanted to, like, have a song out when we, like, announced that we're a band, so it's just, like, immediately you get to hear, like, what things are gonna sound like. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Brenner just really killed it on that song. He did like all the writing for the first two EPs entirely himself. So it was kind of just almost like a one man project at that point. And yeah, we love that song. I think we're gonna probably be playing that song for a long time, even though it's like the first song we put out. So
I love that. So he did a lot of the writing early on. So what bands like really influence him? Like what are some of his favorites that maybe influence like the beginning of y'all's music if he did all the writing?
I guess at the beginning, definitely Mammoth Grinder and like Regional Justice Center, Wound Man were things he Power Trip. Definitely listening to that a lot at the time. And yeah, like I think his taste, we have very similar music tastes, which is very cool and convenient for us. But like we like a lot of different genres and styles of like metal and hardcore. So like we kind of try to meld that into the music and have like a lot of different styles involved. So it's not necessarily just like one note. But yeah, he definitely does a really good job of that.
Nice. I love that. It's so
Yeah.
funny. I've heard some of the bands, but not all of them. So
Oh
it's kind
yeah.
of exciting to me. I'm like gonna go listen. I'm like, because I love your music. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
Thank
there's
you. Yeah.
stuff out there I don't know.
Some other
I'm
bands to
like,
check out.
okay,
Yeah.
right?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I those two chick. Sorry, chick. What? I'm a chick. It's fine. Chick bands. It was
You can say it.
stabbing. What was it?
Stabbing, yeah, stabbing. If you're into, like,
Stabbing.
really, like, fucking brutal death metal, they're fucking cool.
Wow.
She's insane. Bridget is the vocalist, she's fucking sick.
Okay. There you go. I listen to Brat, so I
Hell
would like
yeah.
her band too.
Yeah, she's got great taste.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. So let's play a little game and go through all of your releases if you're down to do it.
Yeah,
I have a big old Wikipedia list right here, so
okay.
I'll name off every single one. You tell me a little bit about putting the song together, what it meant to you guys, what was going on in the band during the time. Sound good to you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, so we just talked about Chain Pain, so we'll skip right over that one. Next was Mean is What We Aim For, EP in August of 2021.
Yeah, so the first 2 EPs, that one and Grind Boss, we recorded at the same time and just kinda split them up into 2. So yeah, just those first 2 EPs, it was 100% just Brenner, like, he wrote all of the music, drums. I mean, Dustin joined the band, um, like, we had a drummer, a different drummer initially that, ended up moving, and like I said, this was during COVID, and we had, like, a lot of, like, time to work on this, so Dustin's still, like, our original drummer. We played our first show with Dustin, but I don't think he had really much hand in that first stuff, if I'm correct. I think that was all Brenner. But yeah, so that first and second EP was just Brenner's mind.
There you go. That fiance of yours, how
Yeah,
talented.
so talented
Oh, just so
and
talented. Love it.
handsome,
Yeah, just all the things.
all the
Just
things, yeah.
list them all off.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, cool. So, you mentioned Grind Boss. You guys record that at the same time.
Yeah.
Is Grind Boss the name of another EP with several songs on it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was just wanting to
It's
make
the
sure.
second EP. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there you go. There's a lot on there. Okay, so the next single, Human Offense.
Yeah, I think this is, like, Human Offense is probably my favorite song to just, like, listen to, 'cause, I really think the breakdown in it is really sick, so that's one of my favorite songs, and yeah, still play that one a lot.
There you go. Run to the front, guys, on that one.
Yeah,
That's her favorite. Get to
yeah,
the front. There
yeah.
you go. There you go. And next up is Social Grace, the single in 2023, which I just want to say has my favorite opener, by the way.
Thank
It's
you.
it's infectious, it pulls you in, and you just have no choice but to be sucked into it in this really cool way. It's a little it felt incubus-y, the
Ooh,
way I
cool.
was, like, pulled in with
Yeah,
the melody and, like, didn't really have the option to hop out if I wanted to. It's like, "Nope, you're going on this ride." That's how that song felt to me. So, let's
yeah.
talk about that one.
That one, yeah, I like that song a lot too. It's, I think it's my favorite music video that we've done, that video, because it was, like, for all the videos that we have out right now, like, that one was the one where I had the most, like, clear vision of, like, "Here's what I want for this video," and I'm really happy with how it turned out, so, um, I think I just associate the video with that song, and, yeah, it's a sick song.
Yeah, I'll say. There we go. Alrighty, next we have Hesitation Wound from February of 2024. How romantic.
Yeah, yeah, this is, Brenner's favorite song, I think, and yeah, I still like the song a lot too. It's fun to play live. I think it's actually our most, like, streamed song, so a fan favorite, I guess.
For sure. Well, and it has that really cool cover art of you with your family, I believe, on it. And it's all like ghost movie looking, like the family's like blacked out, and it's you as a little girl in pink.
Yeah, yeah, that's the Social Grace album art. Yeah, it's just like a family photo of me and my sisters and my dad from when I was a kid, and we were like, "We have to use this." Like, it's the most, like, brat photo ever. I just look like the biggest little brat in that picture, so we were like, "Yep, this is perfect."
Yeah, I love that. Okay,
Yeah,
and finally, you guys just did a cover of Barracuda. Tell me about that. Why you picked
we
that
did.
one?
Yeah, so we put that out like a year ago. I just love the original song, obviously by heart. And I was like, this might sound really cool if we like did like a heavy version and played it really heavy. And so we put it out like a year ago, but we'd been playing it. I guess it's been a couple of years now, so we'd already been playing it live for a while, and we were like, all right, we like this enough to like record it and put it out. So yeah, we also made like a trippy music video with that one, so check that out if you haven't.
Nice, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, all the girls, we gotta get together and sing Heart. So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's get
Love
to a
Heart.
show and all
Yeah.
sing Heart together. There you go.
Hell yeah.
And yeah. And the funnest thing we could ever talk about, Headbangers Boat. I know you guys went on it last year. How was it for y'all?
It was so much fun. It was, like, maybe the most fun I've had, like, with the band. Like, I think a lot of people have this idea that tour is like vacation, and it's not at all. It's a lot of just like long drives and loading gear and setting up and tearing down and working your own merch and stuff like that. And like Headbangers Boat was like actually vacation, where it's like you don't have to drive anywhere. You're just chilling on the boat all day, watching all these sick bands. You show up to your stage, your gear is there. And so it's like you really just have to play, which is so much fun. And then you get to like watch all these incredible bands, like, the lineup was so good, and it's just you're just eating and drinking on a boat, like, it was the best.
That's so fun.
It was so
And
fun.
I saw your Halloween costume, and I think I saw this photo just like circulating, but I
Yeah.
didn't know it was you dressing up as
Oh, yeah.
Randy. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that was you.
Yeah, I did that for the boat. I was Randy Blythe on the boat, so I, like, did a costume. I, like, hot glued, like, fake dreads that I, like, beat up onto, like, a wig and, like, wore his, like, the glasses that he wears, and I made this, like, really shitty looking cardboard boat. And he was such a good sport about it. He thought it was funny, and, like, we got a picture together, and, I was like, "Thank God he thinks it's funny and isn't, like, weirded out by it or something." But, yeah, it was a fun costume.
No, it's the highest form of flattery is someone
Yeah,
dressing up by you.
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely the highest form of flattery. That's great. Well,
Yeah.
did anyone die on your boat?
Thank God. No, I no, that was what, year 1 that happened? And
Yeah.
you were on the boat when that happened?
Yeah, we were in the casino, so it's like every night all the bands partying. So, sorry, hold on, I was making about something. It was a great party. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we were all in the casino at like 4 a.m. and the captain comes on at 4 a.m. Like all staff to the top deck, all staff to the top deck, and like
Uh-huh.
we didn't know what was happening. And then my girlfriend and I go to bed, and then we get woken up at like 10 a.m. by the captain coming on the loudspeaker again, saying not to, you know, concerts, like the shows are postponed. We're still looking for a missing passenger. And I love true crime, so I immediately like ran up to the top deck and was like looking at the
Yeah.
helicopters and everything like that. So it was really
So sad.
creepy, really
So scary.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just no one knew how to feel,
Yeah, like, how do you
and
go on after that, Like, painful.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, and, like, Municipal Waste was, like, scheduled to play next, and they were like, "We're not really the band, it's, like, not really, like, Municipal Waste party time right now."
Yeah.
So Hatebreed stepped up, and they went on, and Jamie made this incredible speech. And I think, like, he was like, "If it was me, I would want everyone to, like, still, like, be listening to heavy music. It's why we're all here." And
Yeah.
he just made this incredible speech. I put it on my TikTok. But I think, like, Hatebreed was the only band that could have gone up that would
Yeah,
have made it
totally.
okay for everyone to, like, be okay and continue to, like, go on. 'Cause
Yeah,
everyone was, like, so weirded
totally.
out by it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and Jamie is, like, such an incredible, like, front man, and, like, he's so, like, inspiring on stage. I can absolutely see him giving, like, a really good pep talk, I guess, after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very good speech. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shout out Jamie Josta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
There you go. Well, definitely want to go next year. So hope you guys
Yeah.
get to go on another year too.
Oh, god, I hope so, yeah, I would love to go back.
That's so fun. So I want to talk about your fun mic. I don't even know what it's called, but
Yeah, the
the
headset
mic is
mic?
it? Yeah, headset mic, form or
Yeah.
function, or fun.
Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. I like, started using it, like, at the beginning of this year, I guess, and now I kinda wanna go back and forth between, like, a handheld and a headset, but I feel like the headset's kind of, like, part of the bit now, so I'm like, "I don't know if I can switch back." But it's fun, it's, like, fun, and I like, it's nice to be hands-free, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I see it both ways. So I feel like this
Yeah.
could be comfortable, but it's also fun watching you because it's like, ooh, aerobics instructor, ooh,
Yeah.
cheerleader, like, ooh,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it was, like, when I was originally, like, s like, "Oh, I should use this style of mic." I was like, I wanted it to give kinda like pop star vibes, but I feel like it definitely gives more like Zumba vibes, but I'm like, "That's cool too," you know? I'm like, "Whatever
There you
works."
go. Well, hey, my favorite saying right now that I just say a million times a day because we're all going through it. It's like, we're all doing our best, okay? Hey,
So
man, we're
true.
just out here doing
So
our
true.
best. Whatever the mic looks like, it's whatever the mic
Yeah,
looks like,
it's
okay?
fine.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it's none of my business,
Don't
frankly.
worry about it. It's
Yeah.
fun. We're good.
You're gonna have fun regardless of what mic I am using.
Yeah, with the high kick. There you go. I
The
don't
high
know how
kick,
to
yeah.
she's got a high kick. I do not
Yeah.
have a high kick, but she has one for sure.
I just have destroyed hamstrings from it, but,
Ah,
you gotta
yeah.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stretch more. We both aim to stretch more. Both gonna
Yeah,
stretch more.
definitely,
There you go.
definitely.
Yeah. So what is your favorite compliment that you've ever received from a fan?
I had a woman come up to me at a show and, like, just pour her heart out to me. It was, like, so beautiful, it made me cry, talking about how, like, she has a kid that's, like, really struggling with, like, gender identity and, like, found a lot of, like, I guess, comfort in Brat and, like, I don't know, I guess just with, like, having masculinity and, like, femininity kind of mixed into both, and, like, that just was, like, so touching to me, and, like, I literally cried when she told me, and, yeah, I don't know, it's just like we started this band just to be kinda like a fun, funny thing, and it's just, like, so crazy and cool that some people, like, find, real comfort or intent or whatever from it, and, like, yeah, I don't know, it was definitely the coolest thing I've heard so far about the band.
Well, don't make me cry.
Mhm. Yeah, it literally made me cry. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god,"
Uh-huh.
I didn't I never thought this would have that kind of a reach or for anyone, so it was just
Yeah.
really cool.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
It's a lot, it's a very wonderful and kind thing. I want all the kindness for everyone out in the world. So I love that
Yeah,
you like
totally.
help someone out in the world who is struggling. So I love that. What a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
thing.
So cool.
Yeah. So I'm super into band tour inside jokes. I think they're really funny. Do you guys have any inside tour jokes that you want to share with the class?
We have, like, a million, but it's like, it's the thing where it's like, if I say it, it's not gonna be funny, you know? It's like one of those things in the moment, I guess. Like, we just, like, get really hung up on just random things, like, we went to Portillo's for the first time on this last tour, and, the woman working there was, like, so nice and, like, came and hung out, sat down on our table and just, like, chatted with us for a while, and we're, like, telling her it was, like, our first time there and everything, and she was talking about the menu. We're like, "What's your favorite on the menu?" And she's like, "He ain't got one bad thing on his menu." And we're like, "Who is he? Like, Mr. Portillo?" And so we just kept saying, like, "There ain't one bad thing on, like, X, Y." We were, like, making everything into that on, the whole tour. So we'll just, like,
That's
find
funny.
something like that and just, like, run it into the ground. Or, we also just get, like, obsessed with a different song each tour. Like, our first tour, we got really obsessed with Suavemente, and we just, like, played that on repeat until we, like, couldn't listen to it anymore. Same thing with, like, the Summer Slaughter tour. We got, like, on this really weird like Dave Matthews kick, and we were just like listening to Dave Matthews all the time. So we love to just find a bit or a song and just run it into the ground. It's a very, very Brat thing. There's just thought of another one too that the guys like to play Many Men, 50 Cent. Like they'll do this thing where they all go into like a bathroom, like when we're stopped at like a truck stop or something, and they'll go in the stalls and each play Mini Men on their phone, like, but at like different times. So like people in the bathroom are just listening to Many Men like on like three different people's phones in the stalls, and like it's just like a bit that they do at gas station stops. And I'm sad because I don't get to experience it because I'm not in the men's bathroom.
That's so
I'm like, I
funny.
want to be a part of this bit.
Okay, well, I think it would be a little epic if you went out on stage to that. Like you could experience if you did like Many Men.
Yeah. I don't know if it would hit the same.
No, it would only be funny to us and people that
Yeah.
listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Yeah, what do you have a song that plays before you go out?
We have a song that plays before like every song we play. So yeah, we've got samples on rotation, and yeah, it changes like from tour to tour. But yeah, I think a little glimpse of the future. I think we may start kind of making our own samples and things like that. Right now, we do a lot of like pop
Nice.
samples, which is a lot of fun. And I love having samples, so I don't see that like going away anytime soon. But yeah, just making things a little, shaking things up a little bit, I guess, for the future.
Fun. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
2020, 2026 goals. Doing
2026
stuff.
goals. Yeah,
Yeah, there you
new
go.
album, new year, new me.
See? There you go. I love that. Okay, cool. Well, so we talked about that. I'm a fan of comedy. I did want to bring up the funny industry plant Halloween costume because I
Yeah,
saw that and I scream laughed. My dogs looked at me all weird, but it
hell
was
yeah,
you painted your face, you made yourself a plant, and then put records all over it, and you're like, I'm an industry plant. Ha 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 ha.
yeah.
Yeah. So, do people actually think that about you? And do you think industry plants actually exist?
I don't like. We definitely get a lot of comments like that on just like Instagram or like fucking metal sucks articles or whatever. Just like the industry plant band or whatever. And it's like I don't think anyone really actually thinks that. Maybe they do, but like it's like we're a tiny band. No one's gonna plant us to be like a small band. Like there's not like a big label money behind us or something.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think industry plants exist in like hardcore, at least as of yet, because it's like there's just no money in it. I don't know why you would like start a band for like I don't know. There's just no. It's not like pop where it's like yeah, this is a huge like industry where there's so much money. I mean, maybe metal like there may be some bands out there that have been like created by like kind of like the K-pop method, I guess, of like but I don't really know, honestly. It's like not my wheelhouse, so I'm not sure, but all of the bands that I know, like, I are not industry bands, so who's to
There you
say?
go. They they play
Yeah,
their
it's like they
instruments and everything,
formed
okay?
organically, yeah, it's like they weren't like a group created by a label, but I mean, I'm not to say that that doesn't exist, but
Yeah.
I don't know 'em
There you go.
personally.
So let's take a deep dive into what you love as a lyricist and a singer. What's your favorite band and what are your favorite lyrics that are not Brat lyrics?
Oh man, my favorite band, that's so hard. Honestly, maybe Black Sabbath or like Dio. Or I listen to a lot of, like, the B-52s. I really like the B-52s. As far as, like, favorite lyrics, I think, like, lyrical content-wise, I really like, early 2000s and, like, 2010s female country, because like, they're the storytelling is just so good, like, so many songs about just, like, revenge on your husband and stuff that are just, like, so well written, just, like, I don't
Casey
know, like
Musgraves. Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with Casey Musgraves, so
Oh,
I'm
really?
not sure. Yeah, I haven't really listened to her music. But I'm just thinking of like Carrie Underwood and like Miranda Lambert. Like they have some and like just like Goodbye Earl, like by the Chicks, like stuff like that. Just like really good. I don't know. I feel like female country artists are just so good at storytelling that that's like my favorite lyrical genre, I guess.
I love that. That is so cool. I did not know that about you. That's awesome.
Yeah,
We all grew up on that Shania Twain album, so
Shania Twain,
love
incredible
that.
queen.
Yeah, love
Yeah,
Shania, and I still will say like dot 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 because they're allowed to die like all the time, like to this day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Love you
What's
love a
that?
song about killing a man. It's fun.
It's my favorite. I love it.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh yeah, Pistol Annie's. So if I'm ever like, what's the song I like want to listen to like hop on the treadmill to? Have you heard Hell on Heels?
I don't think so.
Shut up. You haven't heard Hell on Heels?
Who is it by?
Oh my God. Okay, so it's this like three girl group, and Miranda Lambert is one of them. Then it's two other women, and it's called Pistol Annie's, and they have like two, three albums, and it's great
Oh
storytelling
man.
of
I
just
need to
like
listen to that.
it's so good, like the female experience. It's very, like the lyrics that you're talking about, it's very like Alanis kind of storytelling, just
Mhm.
deep and
Yeah.
beautiful storytelling.
Oh,
Like, because I listen to that
Alanis.
music too.
Yeah.
But oh my God. Okay. So next time you're like all feeling sassy. Okay, Hell on Heels is a song is oh, well, I don't want to sing, but like I'm hell on heels, say what you will. I done made the devil a deal. He made me pretty, he made me smart. I'm gonna break me a million hearts. I'm hell on heels. Baby, I'm coming for you. And then they all go off on their own little thing. Um,
I gotta check that out. Yeah, I'm not familiar.
yeah, like poor old Jim, bless his heart. I'm still using his credit card. I'm hell on heels. Sugar daddy, I'm coming for you.
That's hell
Then
yeah.
there's
I'm saying
Jim.
they had that on lock at that during
Yeah.
that time period, you know?
Yeah. And then the another girl in the group goes, then there's Jim. I almost forgot. Um, something, something, but I got the yacht. I'm
Hell
hell
yeah.
on heels, something, something, I'm coming for you. And then there's another one that's
Yeah.
great. So it's like, oh my God, it's the best song ever. I'll love
Yeah,
it
it's
forever.
incredible. Or like, yeah, even like Before He Cheats is such a good fucking song. Like
Mm-hmm.
Regal Slugger to Both Headlights. Like, I don't know, just they knew how to paint a picture. They really did.
Okay, so we talked about your favorite bands. Did we say favorite lyrics?
I don't know if I could pick one in particular. Um, but yeah, I'm like I would that entire like genre of like or like Church Bells by Carrie Underwood, just like the country songs about killing your husband, or like Gunpowder and Lead, Miranda Lambert. Those are
There you
some
go.
of
I love
the
it.
banging lyrics.
Well, we're almost out of here, but I did want to talk about New Orleans a little bit. So I follow this chick online, and it's called Spooky Scary Storytime. And she does all these like really creepy stories. And there was one that she posted the other day that was about New Orleans, and I thought about you. And these two girls meet these two guys at a bar, and they try to get them to go with them. And the girl's like, no, I don't really want to, but her friend wants to go. So they go together, and they drive them outside of town to Baton Rouge, which is actually really dangerous, but I accidentally did that one time with a girlfriend too on vacation. So who am I to judge? There you go. But
Yeah.
they walk in, it's an old timey bar. They're playing old time music. Kind of like the movie Sinners is like how I play this in my mind. And they go back the next day because this girl like left her bag there or something, and the bar wasn't there. So I was just wondering if you've ever heard a story about that or something like that. Heard anything spooky, scary about New Orleans?
I haven't. I mean, I've never done like a ghost tour or anything like in New Orleans. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's because I live here, you know. I don't know, but that is something I want to do at some point. I mean, I've been to like Marie Laveau's grave and Nicolas Cage's grave for whenever he kicks. Yeah, I don't know, but nothing specific to New Orleans. I will say from this last tour, it just reminds me of like a story of we had an off day and stayed in this like random tiny town um in this old house, and like the front room had these like baby dolls in it, or like just like a couple dolls, and we were just hanging out at the house, and Hennessy and Dante, who was working merch for us at the time, our friend, they like went out to the local bar, and Burner and were like, it'd be really funny. We need to like put these dolls like in their bed and stuff. And we did, and I thought they would like immediately know that it was us, but they didn't. And they were like freaking out. They're like, "There's these weird dolls in the bed, like blah blah blah." And we were like losing our minds. And like I think it was the next morning we told them like, or they like figured out that it was us. But it's really funny. They're like, "This place is haunted," blah blah blah. So we're just pulling a fast one on them.
Oh, there you go. It was a fast one, but if you wanted to do a long one, you could have kept putting dolls. You could have
Yeah,
kept
I
putting
know.
dolls in their bed.
Just everywhere we go, that would have been a good bit. Yeah,
There you go.
it's so
I'm
funny.
evil. And
Yeah.
continue to put dolls in their beds. There you go.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say it worked out perfectly too because we're all talking about how, like, creepy the place was and whatever, and we didn't even know that, Dante, who's working merch for us, his girlfriend had, like, texted him earlier that day, like, "Oh, yeah, like, that place sounds weird. See any, like, creepy dolls or anything?" Like, and he's like, "No, no dolls." And then, like, he was like, "Was she in on it?" We're like, "No, we had no idea she, like, texted you that." So it was just a funny coincidence, but it really made the bit, like, land harder.
That's funny. The universe really does provide, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, plans for 2026. Let's make the world more Brat, more
2026?
pink.
Yeah,
You're
let's do
getting
it.
married and
Getting married
recording.
and recording. Big year. It's gonna be a big
Oh,
year.
I
Yeah.
love that. When can we look for tour announcements? Can you say a month?
I cannot. I don't know. We have, 3
Gotcha.
dates announced, or 4 dates right now announced. We're playing New Orleans, playing a hometown gig this weekend, Toulouse Theater, and then we have 3 shows. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to remember the dates. 3 shows in February, like, towards the end of February, we're doing, Asheville, Chattanooga, and Huntsville. So, just, like,
Nice.
a few headliner shows in the area. Um, we will have, like, tour announcements for later this year. I just don't know when those will be dropping, but so stay tuned. And, yeah, new music
Nice.
later this year. Stay tuned for that too.